Consistency builds trust, and trust is one of the major reasons that people buy or not from people that they see online or even locally in their community. Consistency builds trust. Now, when I go to a particular business page online and I see that they haven't posted in months, I sometimes get a little leery, but having owned a brick and mortar service based business in the era where there was no social media and we were extremely successful, and I knew people who were extremely successful, I understand that that doesn't mean that a business is not doing well. But you have to know that many people are not coming from my perspective, they're coming completely from a consumer perspective. And there is psychology, there are energies, and there are circumstances that build and tear down trust for consumers. And your consistency is a large part of it. Now, whether that is once a month you do something as in a newsletter, or, you know, every 2 weeks you do a podcast, whatever that is, whatever your consistency is, there needs to be a measure of consistency. And when we're talking about posting short form content or just content in general on social media platforms, there needs to be shorter time frames than month long intervals. But I really want to talk about consistency in this particular share of the 100 days to exceptional. One of the things that I do with my clients, and this is, something that you can incorporate as well, is we focus on things from the inside out. This is how I help my clients build business. We don't do it externally. We do deep thinking, deep introspection, and deep understanding of who they are as a brand. And you may have listened to my training on what is a 3D brand, goes into further detail on how I work with clients and which angle we come from. But so oftentimes, what you need for your business is build from within. Let's talk about consistency. I remember years ago, someone asked me the question online about consistency, and I gave them a very practical exercise to do. And that was to simply make their bed every single day. Now, this person at that time was not a client of mine, but she asked a general question under a video or post or something I shared. She inboxed me later and said what a difference it made for her to make her bed every single day. And not only was that creating a level of energy, because I completely and fully believe in energy and alignment, I talk about those things with my clients. So it created this atmosphere in her room and in her space, but also within her. And that consistency in making her bed every day becomes a part of her identity. And the way you do one thing becomes the way you do everything. And so if you're, thinking about this consistency thing, the things that you practice being consistent on in your everyday life, they become a part of who you are and it shows up externally. So that is my take today on our training or video, or my share for today in the 100 days to exceptional. I am Tanya Wilson, your transformational growth strategist, business consultant, and mindset coach. I help women step into their personal power, build businesses that fund their lifestyle, not run their lifestyle, 3 to 5x their income so that they're working smarter and not harder. We are creating 3D specialty premium brands that are living, breathing beings that get to evolve, grow, and expand with you. If you're looking for added support, you can always go to renewfullcircle.com. If you're uncertain about what is the best way to start with me, You can do one of two things. You can schedule a complimentary call with me, a complimentary clarity call, or you can start off in a premium power hour. Those are impactful strategic sessions with me where you get to focus on a strategy in your business, implement it, and get results. And you also get to um, redeem the investment spent on the power hour for more long term investments. Not all investments apply to that, but you can definitely ask me which investments apply where you're able to redeem what you pay for your premium power hour towards a longer term investment with me. That is my take on today. Consistency builds trust, and it is also a part of building your brand. Your brand is how the marketplace sees you, and whether they see you as consistent or not definitely impacts the level of trust that they have for spending money with you. And over here, we're talking about premium buyers, so spending larger sums of money with you. Peace and abundance.